What is up, everyone? StonePost34 here, bringing you Q&A. This is where I answer questions from subscribers, friends, just whoever. They send me questions in, and I try to answer them. So we run the gamut this time. There's some serious ones, some funny ones, it's all over the map. So let's jump into it. In fact, this one I was like, I had to read it twice. It came into my YouTube personal message box, and Dingus HD writes, "Hey, just wanted to let you know I started a new gaming community forum. I have a promo and is wondering if I upload it to your channel, how much you would want in money. Thanks." I was like, what? I don't know. Are people doing this? Am I missing something? I do the Sunday feature, which I apologize, I've been a little remiss just because I've been busy. If you guys want to put something up, send me a message, send me a link, and I'll try to put it up. I mean, if it's not very good, I probably won't put it up. But I'm going to have some guys coming up this weekend too. But does that happen a lot? I don't know. You guys leave a comment in the message section. You don't have to pay me anything. Just watch my channel. That's it. I appreciate it. That's payment enough. Next question comes from Landoner08. Now, he's getting a little deep on me here. I'm not sure why. I think he wants to know my opinion. And his question is, what do you think about Einstein's theory of relativity possibly being disproven and possibly finding something that's faster than light itself by a nanosecond? What do you think, brah? So what he's saying is CERN, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's the multi-nation co-op that basically they smash atoms and nanomolecules and study it. Everyone's worried that it's going to create a black hole because they smash atoms and nanoparticles and it's going to create this black hole. Well, that is not the case so far, but what's happened is they have realized that basically they send particles down underground at the speed of light and smash them, and they realize there's these nanoparticles, or neutrinos is what they call them, that actually are traveling faster than the speed of light. Now you're like, well, okay, what's that mean? Well, Einstein's theory, E equals mc squared, which is energy equals mass the mass of a particle at rest or stone, whatever, times the speed of light squared, speed of light in a vacuum squared. So I guess what this means, it's kind of been the cosmic speed limit for our universe, our world, all these physical equations that Einstein and others have put together, is that nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. And what this is based on is basically that the speed of light, or light itself in a vacuum, has no mass. I don't know if that makes sense or not, and I think it travels at 186,000 miles per hour, or miles per second, something just outlandish, but no, miles per hour, I think. But I guess my thought on this is, I don't think they messed up the instrumentation. That's what some people have been saying. I think that quite possibly this is true, and this, I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to this, but this has some ramifications. At least what people thought our world existed as is a little bit different now. And the reason I think it's different is because there's a few constants in our world, and one of them is time. I look at this as maybe this shows that there's probably another dimension that we're not fully aware of. This may be getting a little deep for you guys, but another dimension, and that dimension may be time travel. I'm not saying that it is or isn't, but imagine if something can travel faster than light, which is a constant, or time, which is a constant in our world. Maybe time travel is possible. I don't think it's going to be possible in my lifetime. Maybe not in yours as well. But my thought on, I don't know, Landon, if that answers your question. But very interesting stuff. Thanks for bringing that up, and I hope it didn't bore you guys with that. So next question comes from QBBlue001. He asked about the Sunday feature, which, send me a link. We'll do it. And he says, I know that you record with your PX21s. That's what I'm using right now. I don't use the Snowball. I don't have any of these high-dollar microphones. And people want to know how I do it. There's one little secret I'll tell you. I pull the microwave away from my mouth, and I flip it around. So it doesn't get real breathy. It's a little breathy when I laugh, but it doesn't get real breathy when I'm when I'm commentating. So that's a little pro tip. If you want to commentate and you don't want to spend the money, I just use my PX21s and flip the mic around so the the little dots are not facing me; they're actually facing down towards the floor. I think it gives it a little bit better sound. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Next question comes from Bruce of Hero. He said, "This is just a fun little question." He goes, "What's your favorite kind of food?" And I got to tell you, my food tastes have changed over time. Right now, I would say it's probably Mexican food, just because of all the good, glorious carbs you could get, right? I tell my wife I'd rather have chips and salsa than like ice cream and cake. I don't know if it's the salt. I don't know if it's the tomato sauce or tomatoes. I'm a huge fan of tomatoes. I don't know what it is, but definitely a huge fan of the chips and salsa. So, but when I was growing up, this was my ultimate favorite meal, snack. I made it a meal because I was always in athletics, and I was always craving this. And it is peanut butter, not jelly, but honey. I always had peanut butter and honey, which the funny thing is I kind of forgot about it. And then my daughter went over to my parents' house just for a weekend, and my mom exposed them to peanut butter and honey, and they were just flabbergasted how much they like it. So now we hardly have peanut butter and jelly. It's always peanut butter and honey around the house. So maybe it's just a craving I have. So let me know what you guys like. But peanut butter and honey when I was growing up, and now it's kind of just any kind of Mexican food, chips and salsa. And I am camping this fountain like a boss. Look at this. What a dork. Anyway, next question comes from Luke EG 6767. I'm going to summarize this a little bit. He basically said, "Glad I found your channel because I have something in common with you, both golfing and gaming." He said he has a friend he's been trying to play golf with, and he's having trouble playing with him because his friend, his parents are going through a divorce. Sounds like a tough time there, and you may want to just kind of work with him on this whole thing. But he's having a tough time. But when they play golf, he said they play some friendly skins games, which is where you just play match play per hole. And you count up the total holes won. He said that his friend is basically cheating, giving himself 5-foot putts, setting his ball up when it's laid down in the rough. And where I play, we play it where it lies. If it's wet and muddy out, we have a clean in place rule. But typically we play it where it lies. So his question is, what should I do? Now I got to tell you, golf's a fun sport. It's a lifetime sport, and the thing I've learned about golf is you can really tell about someone's character when they golf, because it really is an honesty game. I mean, typically the person who calls the penalty is the person themselves. They call the penalty on themselves. So it is a gentleman's game or gentlewoman's game, but it's all about how you treat people. It's all about your honesty, your integrity, your morals. And if your friend's doing this, you might just want to have a talk with him. I'm not saying don't play with him anymore, but at least give him that opportunity. And it sounds like he has a lot going on with his family. And maybe he's just looking for some sort of success that he can control in his life, which may be on the golf course. Even though you're probably beating him, he feels like, well, maybe I'm winning because it sounds like he's not doing too well at home. So good luck with your friend, and I hope that works out. Now let's jump into a few fun ones. These come from, K Ford 3984, which is Ford 3984. And he says, get a text, when lightning strikes in the ocean, how come it doesn't kill all the fish? My guess is because the ocean is such a big mass of water, and I don't think it does it even in a pond, but it will stun the fish. I don't think they die. And then he asks, if a transvestite went missing, would you put her picture on a side of a carton of half and half? If I owned a dairy company, I might. I don't know. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Send me your questions, and feel like this was a radio talk show. But anyway, take care as always. This is StonePost 34.